Good morning, everybody. Randy here. And today I'm taking my RV7A up to test a new software update from Dynon. One of the really cool things that the software update provides is an emergency glide feature. And I'm going to test that out, see how it works. I've got 3 cameras going. One looking at me here, one behind me, looking forward at the console. I don't know if it's going to pick up the panels or not. And then I've got one under my left wing that will catch the landing gear as well as. All right, so let's go ahead and do my run up here. I updated both. I've got dual Dynon HDX 10-inch screens. I've updated both of them. Everything appeared to update just fine, and everything powered back up just fine. Once I get in the air, I'm going to get out over the water here, just south of Gulf Coast, and at about 3,000 feet, 4 or 5 miles south of here, out toward the islands, and initiate the emergency glide, and I'll just pull to idle and see what it does. It'll bring me back here to Ocean Springs, which will be the closest airport. All right, we're on the departure end of 36. At 121.5, set in COM 2, local CTAF set in COM 1. So we're good to go. Ocean Springs traffic, RV 727 Tango Tango, departing runway 36, Ocean Springs. Let's roll. A little bit of back pressure. Engine instruments are good. Nose is off the ground. We'll just let it fly off the ground here. I'm going to do the RV takeoff thing here. We're already at 100 knots. Not quite at the end of the runway yet. 110 knots. Here we go. Very nice climb out. I'm going to make right traffic, head out over the...
Field at 3,000, departing to the south, final call, Evergreen traffic.
There are a couple of planes out to the south of me. I'll keep an eye on them. Probably fish spotters. All right, I'm going to turn off my landing light. Engine instruments are all still looking really good. Climbing through 1,200 feet now. Make a right-hand turn. Keep an eye on those guys out there. Pretty hazy out this morning. There's 3,500 feet. Air is nice and comfortable up here. Very smooth morning. The idea behind this emergency glide feature that they've added to the Dynon system is in the event that you lose your engine. I already have all my speeds programmed into the Dynon, including best glide speed. So what it should do is engage the autopilot. At the same time, it'll engage it with a target indicated airspeed. These guys are off my right wing, so I'm going to head left. I'm at 4,500 feet now. We'll go on up to 5,000. I want to keep these guys well below me while I'm testing this. Right, nearest airport is, by a good measure, still Ocean Springs. Just for the fun of it, we'll get out over the islands here at 5,000 feet and do a roll. Turn away from the sun. Got a Jedi aircraft, 2,700 feet below me. I'm looking for him. He is northbound. There he is. I got him. That'll be a military trainer, probably headed for Trent Lott. All right, let's do a roll. It'll be interesting to see how this looks on the front and back camera. It's the first time I've had the back camera in the airplane. Bouncing around quite a bit back there, but stabilization is turned on, so we'll see how that works. All right, speed's good. Full 30 degrees nose high. Really good roll there.
Not available. Traffic not available.
Momentarily lose traffic when we go inverted. To turn back to the east into the sun. We'll do another roll into the sun. We'll let the nose drop a bit, lose some altitude, get back to 5,000 feet. All right, there we go. Now we'll do another roll into the sun. There's 120 knots, 30 degrees nose high.
Traffic
Very nice.
not available. Traffic not available. Message.
All right, so I'm going to pull to idle. Let me trim for this speed. I'm going to pull to idle. Press and hold the nearest button.
Autopilot.
All right, and it did indeed engage. It says emergency glide is active, so record my screen here. So it wants me to trim nose up. My best glide is 78 knots, so that's what it's shooting for. My throttle's back at idle. I'm going to go full rich. Autopilot is engaged. We're gliding. So it is holding, it's doing a good job at holding 78 knots. Throttle's back at idle. It's directed us to Ocean Springs. You can see on the left-hand side of the screen, there's our target aircraft, or our target airport rather. We're descending at about 700 feet per minute. I'm not on the controls. Got to keep an eye on this other traffic out here. You can see I've got some traffic off to my right, but they're quite a ways out. And they're well below me at the moment. I can see the airport directly in front of me. I don't know if you can see it right out there. Get my focus good. We are indeed headed pretty much straight for the airport. It looks like we're steering. Well, we do have a little bit of a headwind and a right to left crosswind. See in the lower corner there. Traffic off to my right's heading away from me, so that's fine. They're still 2,000 feet below me. Autopilot's doing a good job of holding 78 knots. Zoom the map out a bit. Make sure there's nobody else out there. Nobody between me and the airport. Now, according to Dynon, as soon as we get over the airfield, I should get a notification from the panel to tell me to take control of the aircraft. It'll circle over the field until I do. I honestly don't know. I'm assuming regardless of my altitude, it would still maintain a glide for 78 knots, regardless of my throttle position. This is actually designed primarily for an engine out situation. The ideal is that you free up the pilot to deal with whatever issue he's dealing with instead of having to worry about, okay, where's the nearest airfield. The system does it automatically. As soon as you press and hold the nearest button, it automatically looks for the nearest field within glide range, and it takes into account terrain and winds when it's doing that calculation. And you should be able to see out in front of us, there's the airfield now. Top gets in the way every once in a while. Field is now 2.5 miles away, a little less. Nobody out there, so I'm not going to worry too much about it just yet, but we're getting, when we get down close to pattern altitude, I'll take control. I'll have to stop the video of the panel so I can fly. We're well within range, as you can see. If I really were engine out, I would not be. I would be aiming directly for the runway right now. I'm high for a current approach. Once we get there, I'm going to make left traffic and come in on 3-6. All right, so I'm going to stop the. All right, so it says near airport, take control. So we saw that. I'm going to disengage my autopilot.
Disconnect.
Let's climb up a bit here. I'm basically going to cut across here. Turn on my landing light. Mixture's rich. Keep my speed down, so I go ahead and put my flaps in. Let's turn off my flight director. This will make a good downwind into base. Flaps are coming to 100%. Turn in for a downwind. It'll be a short downwind into almost immediately into a base. Flaps are 100. Ocean Springs traffic, RB 727 Tango Tango's left base runway 36, full stop, Ocean Springs. Nobody else out here. Throw those planes out over the Mississippi Sound. Here's my base leg. Nobody on final. Ocean Springs traffic, RB 727 Tango Tango's final, runway 36, full stop, Ocean Springs. All right, a little bit steep, but I prefer it steep than shallow. A little bit of a crosswind. It's pretty much a headwind, actually. nice landing. That was one of my smoother and Alright, I would call that a successful test of that system. Quite impressed with it, actually. That is a very nice feature that would, basically the ideal is one less thing the pilot has to worry about in the event of an engine out. Let the autopilot and the computers, the database and everything, figure out where you need to go to get you turned there immediately, get your radios. So it actually, if you have the Dynon radios, it'll actually automatically tune radios to the frequencies for the airfield, and basically it'll fly the airplane while you try to figure out what happened to your engine. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next flight.